Guys, real quick before we get this video started, this is it, the last and final call for Rentrix giveaway number 8, the first gen giveaway and $10,000 in cash, ending this Sunday. So probably 1 or 2 days left by the time you're watching this. This Sunday, the 23rd, it is gone, it is over. So make sure you guys head over to rentrix.com, support your boys, grab anything off the website. 15 times entries are still live. Anything you purchase on the website between now and the end of Sunday gets you automatically entered to win. You'll get an email with all your entries, but that is it. The end of Sunday, that's it. So let's get on with the video. Make sure you head there to get your entries to win the first gen and 10 grand, or you also have a $15,000 cash out option. So let's get on with the video.
You putting them boots on?
Yeah, man.
Woo! Putting them boots on. Well, boys, if you can't tell, welcome to Texas. Got my Texas voice on. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, I don't know what it is. Every time we come down to Texas, I gotta start talking. Like that, right? I don't know why. It's just an instinct. It just happens. Welcome back to another video. Like I mentioned, we are down in Texas. We normally only do a couple different things down in Texas, and our first stop on the list, that's right, we are going to Diamond C. You know, we're not gonna get into exactly what we're doing down here for. You guys will see in the video. Gotta keep you a cliff hanging just a little bit, but obviously it has to do with some trailers. So, we're down in Texas, we're at Diamond C. Dawson's excited. Yes. Wham. You know, who doesn't love trailers? So, yeah, that's all I'm gonna give you right now. Okay, that's it. We're gonna go see Jacob. We're gonna go see our man from Diamond C, and we are going to just look at all of the glorious trailers. You've never been to Diamond C.
I have not, and I am excited.
I forgot that Dawson just has never experienced the full glory of trailer world to the max. Who doesn't love trailers? I love trailers. Anyway, it's gonna be a great day, folks.
All right, guys, so obviously, like I said, we're down in Texas. We're down at Diamond C. Obviously, you see this beautiful trailer behind me. We are here with the one and only Jacob from Diamond C. And we've got a new trailer behind us. So this is a new addition kind of to the fleet, to the overall picture of what we do, how we use stuff. We have a bridge in our fleet here of trailers. So you guys know we have a huge, massive trailer we use a lot with the Peterbilt, and it's great for what it does. It's perfect, it's big, it's bulky, it hauls a lot of weight, it can do pretty much everything. Well, this trailer behind us, we designed a little while ago to kind of fit where our old, kind of like our 35-foot range trailer was really good at. It's basically a take anywhere trailer, do anything trailer, perfect for like that one truck plus maybe a side-by-side or maybe something else. But this trailer trailer is actually that right in between. We actually went with a 38 foot on this one, but the other thing with this trailer is all of our engineered beam are basically 1.0 version. We've got basically all of our 2.0 changes. So we're gonna kind of go over some of that, but this is kind of like our in-between trailer that was really good and always good with even a single wheel truck or a dual wheel truck, but perfect for taking down back roads, but still can fit our needs of like that one truck plus category without hauling the huge 44 footer. So that's kind of where this trailer fits in. You know, a little spoiler alert, we do have a different big truck trailer kind of thing happening behind the scenes here, so stay tuned for that. But for our in-between stuff, we're going to go over this 212 with Jacob and kind of, I guess, explain some of the updates and stuff that we put into this trailer, right?
Yeah.
So
the purpose of 2.0 is that next evolution of engineered beam, right? Just different metal composition, getting a little more creative with how we're using the metal. You know, what the yield strength of the material is, and just optimizing the beam, right? Just getting more strength out of it than we already have. It's already crazy strong one, now it's even stronger, and we've also made a few user friendly edits to it as well. So
yep.
Yeah.
So I think, like, at the end of the day, what's important to a lot of people, and like we kind of nerd out over a little bit, well I do anyway, is what you are rated to tow and how heavy or how light you can get your trailer is your capacity in there in the middle. And all of the 2.0 changes with the beam and everything is basically, it's just as strong or if not stronger, and it's lighter.
Yeah, it's starting to step that way of getting lighter and lighter.
Right, so it's basically just more usable at the end for someone who's going to pay attention to all of those little details a lot, right? So, and I think, not to cut you off, but one of the biggest things that I thought was really cool that we walked around and saw was the fact that this specific trailer got scaled and weighed with all of the options, so we know exactly what this trailer actually weighs.
Yeah.
Which is
10,370.
10,370.
Yeah, was that 3,000 pounds lighter than your big one? Wasn't it right at 13?
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't.
I think it was like, it was only a couple of years ago. But
Yeah,
I think it was right at 13. So yeah, it's a pretty significant difference.
I mean, and again, this trailer is fully optioned out. So if it was non-air ride,
oh, it's easy 1,500 pounds lighter.
Yeah, so like you're talking about a 38 foot trailer with a huge towing capacity that's under 10,000. Like, if you've been around trailers for a while, I mean, like, that's usually these things are heavy, like super heavy, because you're always like, man, a trailer like this big, you need a 1 ton.
Yeah, a lot of the other of our competitors, their standard non-air ride is 10,000 pounds. Like a 40 footer with them is right at 10,000 with spring suspension. So I mean, you're gaining you're right at the same weight range as their non-air ride, but you're also, you know, you're on air, so you get the benefit of your back thanking you. But also, if you're a hot shotter, I know you guys, you're not using it for hot shot, but yeah, those guys can carry loads that the guys with standard spring can't. Like, there are specific loads that they can haul because they have air ride. They're air ride specific loads.
Gotcha.
And so they're being able to do the same work and be comfortable and actually garner a higher rate per mile too, because they're air ride.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. So
didn't
but
even
for
think
you
about
guys,
that.
it's a lot about comfort. And when you're talking about your 3,500, or 3,500, it's gonna love this trailer. The other one, it pulled fine, there's no question, but this one, it's gonna pair a lot better with.
Right.
I mean, the Peterbilt obviously doesn't care how much weight you put behind it.
Yeah.
But your dually, is gonna really like this trailer compared to the big one.
Yeah. We kind of outfitted this one very similar to the big trailer. It's got hydraulic dovetail. We'll get to that. Air ride, hydraulic jacks in the front. I guess let's just go front to back. Is that how you usually do it?
Yeah. So in the neck area alone, the 1.0 stuff was a grade 50 material and 3/16 thickness when you're talking about the web. So what we did was we actually upped the grade materials to grade 80, and we actually were able with that to make the neck web a little bit thinner. So we cut 65 pounds of weight just out of the neck assembly alone.
Wow.
But it's because of the grade 80, it's stronger due to the molecular makeup, however you want to say it, but just to the nature of the steel, it's now stronger. And so we lightened it up here, which takes weight. It's 65 pounds, but it all adds up. It took it right off of the tail end of the truck.
Right.
So the cool thing, if we can back up, that's the structure of the neck, but we also made this winch plate chain tray standard. So before you had to either choose as an option either a winch plate or a chain tray. Well, instead we made them both into one, and in this case, you know, we went ahead and opted for the winch. So it sits in there, bolts in. If you bought the trailer without the winch, you can come back and add it and just drop that box in and bolt it in.
Okay.
Or you can, if you want to mount your winch directly to the tray, you can do that too. Or if you don't want to use it, it comes with a cover over the hole where the fair lead is, and you just use it as a chain tray.
Cool.
So extra storage.
Gotcha.
So
cool.
big kind of bonus there, and that, you know, we eliminated having to spend a few $100 more. You know, when you're already getting a trailer like this, like, well, I mean, it's already equipped to be able to be versatile. You can use it different ways.
Gotcha.
So, but what you'll notice with that, there is no spare in the neck. Like, that's been a pain point for guys for many years with gooseneck trailers, because, you know, the spare on this trailer weighs 115 pounds. And so think about getting on top of the neck or being in the back of the truck and you're trying to manhandle the spare. Or we even had a hinge mount where it would drop from the bottom. Now we have actually relocated the spare to be like a pickup truck, and it is under the floor between the frame rails. Can you see it?
Oh, I see it now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can see the tread under there anyways.
Okay.
The trailer comes with you know, an adapter just like your truck would, and it's on a winch where you just lower it down, slide it out, and then you can roll it where you need. You're not throwing your back out trying to pick up a big spare and heave it around.
Yeah, you just kind of like pull it out, kick it back underneath there.
What's hard to see with 2.0 that from the eye that you can't really see, the main frame beams, right, that make up the structure of the trailer. You know, that where the core of the trailer is the tall part of the beam. So in that material, we went from grade 50 to grade 100. So we doubled the yield of that material, and didn't really change a lot of the shape of the beam or anything else, but we doubled the yield strength there. So it is, naturally, it's that much stronger than what it used to be. In your application, you know, the benefit is just that for long-term durability. You know, guys that are hauling hot shot and putting 30,000 pounds out the middle of the deck, it's really going to benefit those guys because naturally it's that much stronger. It can withstand that abuse that much longer before it begins to any kind of fatigue.
Right.
So
yeah.
compared
I guess
to a normal structural beam that we compete against is grade 36.
Yeah.
So we're roughly 3 times higher yield than a regular structural I-beam.
Yeah. I think the thing to always take into account is like we're the oddball. It's just like, hey, we just put mostly the like pickup trucks, the load is spread out where it's like you get a guy hauling freight or actually like doing something different. It's like, here's the weight capacity, here's your like one oddball load that all your weight is in like one package, and it's like you place it where you want, but it's not spread out over 30 feet. It could be something super heavy that's like literally boom right here, and it's a lot of weight in one area. So
yeah,
gotcha.
It's a lot of the same concept as like semi trailers and stuff. So, but yeah, it allows it to be able to flex or be versatile from you to the hot shot or two, because it's such a wide customer base of who buys who's looking at this trailer.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, for sure. We move on to the air ride. This is where it gets pretty interesting compared to your old trailer or the big trailer. Since then we changed to a brand called Cush from Ridewell, and not just the compressor set itself but the suspension as well. We'll move there in a minute. Okay. But the cool thing about this this compressor set is, you know, when we set out to design the perfect or the best air ride compressor set on the market with Cush, we gave them a mile-long list of what the consumer would benefit from, because before, our competitors and what we were doing with the Ridewell is actually taking those compressors, a little Vi-Air, and having to build our own set. Right. And we put our own gauge and put our own this and that, and we were having to piece it together versus having it professionally made like this. So you still have a dual compressor setup. These are both your air filters. These are both 2/3 horse compressors. So you have, what is that? Almost a full horsepower worth of compressors. Right. But
so are these compressors actually bigger than what was on?
Yeah, the other ones are quarter horse.
Oh, okay.
So these are 2/3. So it's like a little bit bigger.
Okay.
Yeah. So a little bit more volume they move. But the cool thing is you have a load gauge, which you have a chart here that can show you exactly how much do you have on the axles. Yeah. So more beneficial for your hot shotters, because they, you know, they go to show up to pick up a load, and it happens all the time. Oh, it's only 15,000 pounds.
Well, they don't find out until they're already in trouble.
Yeah, they're on the scales and it's 25,000, and oh my gosh. So this gives you a reference of basically on the spot how much you have on the deck.
Yeah, and even if it's not like an actual cat scale, you know you're gonna be either good or not good. You know what I mean? Yeah, for sure. That's really cool. I love that.
So it's got a air chuck so that you can plug in a little 1/4-inch air line if you need it. It's also got a manual fill that you just put in that chuck, to where if something was to happen to the system and it's not building air, you stick that chuck in there, and then it's got a valve stem. You can manually air up the system. Just get you out of a jam.
Yeah.
It also has a dump to where you can dump the air springs. So if you need a little better load angle, you dump it. It just drops the air springs to the lowest possible deck height, which is it's useful. You have a low sitting truck, drag truck, you know, go to load a car or whatever, get you a little better load angle there. And then the front lift is you had on the other one, but you just pull it and it's able to lift it if you're going to run empty. Really cool system there on the air ride. The suspension itself, you can see the big galvanized arms. That front bag is a lift axle. So, but the big galvanized arms, what's really special about this is the serviceability compared to the old one. Okay. The old one, the axles are actually triple pass welded into the arms. So if you ever, for any reason, were to lose the oil in the hub and burn the bearing and ruin the spindle, like this all happens almost instant if it ever happens.
Yeah. Or an accident or something like it's tweaked, like
it's an act of Congress.
Yeah.
I mean, because you have to it's just very difficult to replace that axle. So in this case, Cush went in and designed it to where that there's massive U-bolts back there, to where that you can actually pull that axle out of that galvanized arm and replace the axle only, and you don't have to worry about having a certified structural welder do all that.
Yeah, I think that when you don't think about serviceability, like it's just part of the game. Like, especially a trailer that's getting work, like serviceability is like something that we build into. Like, how easy is it to work on after the fact? Like,
another small change while we're in the box. Your old one had a selector valve to go between the Dove or the jacks, versus this one, it has a 4-function remote, 4-function pump, where that you don't have to do the selector valve. If you're, say you're hooking up and you left it on Dove, well, that's a possibility with your old one. This one, it's not. Like, you have all functions right there. Yeah. So the wireless remote has 4 functions on it. That's a new
really
thing.
Cool.
The old one only had the 2 functions, and you had to switch back and forth.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, we still went heavy duty on pretty much everything else. So we've got the big 17.5 wheels and tires. We did Blackwood lumber on the deck of this one. So this one is actually mostly still all wood, and the rubber piece is only inlaid in the center of it. And it's a 1/4 inch, you said? That way, you know, you still have all the strength and durability of wood, and like the really nice function and the slip of like rubber tire stuff when it's wet or dewy. That was a big thing that I really wanted. We had to put extra lights in it so you can see it coming from a mile away, you know. But obviously hydraulic dovetail, because hydraulic dovetail the world in my opinion. So yeah, I think that's pretty much in a nutshell. Very nice, very nice. Well, guys, anyway, as you can see, we stopped at our favorite place, you know, a little rest area stop here to close out this video. So, new trailer alert. I'm super pumped on my first initial little ride with the trailer, with the shocker air hitch and the air ride suspension in the back. I know we kind of talk about it all the time, but in my opinion, the air ride with the shocker hitch, probably one of the best riding trailer setups you can get. You know, Diamond C for the win, obviously. But anyway, here is the new addition to the fleet. You know, I really just missed that in-between size from our really big 44 footer to that in-between size of like 35-ish. So we went with a little bit longer just to make sure we could squeeze in a lot of stuff. Like, it's kind of like building a shop. You always want to go a little oversized than what you need. So we've ran into a couple instances where 34, 35 was just a little too small. So 38, just driving in and around a couple different areas, I can already tell like this is just a very maneuverable trailer where the wheels are at with the deck and the hydraulic dovetail, all that. Tracking is just really, really nice. So super pumped. And again, a lot of the engineered beam 2.0 upgrades is what I was really after. So the 44 footer was awesome. It's still great, by any means. Not like the base of where the 1.0 started is bad, but all of the 2.0 stuff is just kind of like the next level. It's just that's the thing that I love about Diamond C the most is just the constant progression of trying to constantly improve, modernize, and make things better and better, not just stay with the same old. And that's why, you know, the one-piece neck, the engineered beam frame on the Diamond Cs are just next level. You can't touch Diamond C, in my opinion, right now with any trailer that they make. Just the quality, the level of care, and everything that goes into producing a top quality product, in my opinion, you just can't beat Diamond C. So I know we kind of went over a lot of the little features. We'll go like just a couple things. Like let's just pop up here real quick. I know we didn't go over this a whole lot, but 17,500 pound winch up in here with its own battery, its own setup, its own deal. Super nice. Another change was like the low profile box right here. So no deck on the neck on this one. I really thought, because I never had one, the deck on the neck would be like usable and really cool, and it really just never really served any purpose for us. So no deck on the neck on this one. But yeah, a lot of the same things from the big trailer onto this one: the air ride, the lift axle, hydraulic dovetail. The hydraulic dovetail, to me, again, along with some of these other like really nice features, like the hydraulic dovetail is just, the ramps are great. The ramps are very versatile. They're very heavy duty, but hydraulic dovetail is king. Let's put it that way. Again, this is a pretty specced out trailer, but this is kind of like, this is gonna be my baby, you know. So just like Dawson, like my baby. In the arms. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Super huge thank you to Diamond C, everybody at Diamond C, Jacob. Those guys are absolutely phenomenal to work with. Again, if you guys are interested in a Diamond C, their dealer locator is where you want to head to get a trailer, to spec out a trailer. They work through their dealer network. That's where you need to go. Sorry for the wind noise if you pick any of that up. It is a very nice, beautiful day here in Texas with a little bit of wind. But go to their dealer network, find the closest dealer to you. There you go. There's your sales pitch on how to get yourself one of these sick Diamond C trailers. Anyway, my friends, that is pretty much going to wrap up this video. Make sure you guys go grab your entries to win the first in giveaway ending this Sunday. That is it. That's a wrap this Sunday. You only got a day or two left to get entered to win, so make sure you guys go over to wrenchworks.com. 15 times entries are still live for the end of the giveaway, so make sure you guys head there after the video. Thank you so much. We'll see you in the next video. See you.